Let go. Hey, okay, I know I'm here to stay. Counting on my wins, so I can't play it safe.
What's up, YouTube fam? How y'all doing, man? Day 12. Day 12 when we here, bro. Let's go ahead and get it. How y'all doing on this beautiful, what today is? Today is what, Wednesday? How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday, man? Hopefully y'all doing good. Like really, really good. Because I am doing excellent. Y'all already know what it is, man. Day 12, man. Y'all, we've been consistently posting. I've been consistently posting on YouTube for 12 days now. 12 days straight. Have not missed a day. Well, I missed one day. But have not missed a day since that. And I was like, literally, no, I didn't miss a day. I didn't miss a day. I just didn't start like the first day, like on the first. So I started, I think, on the second. But so far, I haven't missed a day. And we are 12 days in right now, posting consistently. Yeah, I know the videos ain't doing the numbers, but it's all right. As long as I still get the content out there, you feel me? Something will pop, go, do something. As long as I keep posting, it'll get there, man. But man, yeah, how y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Hopefully y'all day is good. It's almost Thursday. The week is almost over. It's almost the weekend. Oh, it's gonna be legendary, y'all. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait for the weekend. Can't wait for the weekend. It's gonna be fun. Really fun. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Today, I really ain't feel like doing this today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be transparent with you. I really ain't feel like doing this today. But I still gotta do it. If I want the pounds to come off, if I want the weight to fall off me, if I want my leg to continue to go down as much as it has so far, I gotta keep doing it. But I tell you, the good benefits from it is my leg went down tremendously, a lot than it was before. Like, it's not swollen like that no more. It do tend to swell a little bit if I'm on it all day. If I'm on it all day, like I just standing for too long or sitting for too long, something like that, it tends to swell up, especially standing in like one spot and not moving, just standing there. It tends to swell up. So I try to keep walking as much as I can, which I did today at work. Walked as much as I can today. But other than that, it stays down for the most part. Like I said, it'll swell a little bit if I stand for too long. Sitting, it can, but usually don't. Not that much. It may do it a little bit, but it don't do it as much. So guess that's a plus. Like, for real. Well, it's hot out here. I think the rain coming, so Wanted to get out here real fast before this rain starts coming down. But yeah, y'all, I don't know, I really don't have much to talk about today, but we're gonna keep it open. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna talk about something. Let's talk about I don't know. Oh, can't talk about this. So I did the Chris Brown It Depends dance challenge, and apparently my friends hit me up. They're like, bruh, we know you can dance, dog. They're like, we know you can dance, and we don't accept what you put up. We don't accept that. You got to redo it. So if I got enough time, not today, but we'll see if I have time tomorrow, I might redo the dance, put some more effort into it. It's just I got to learn to dance. And, you know, I don't really want to be dancing at work and they looking at me like, if they look at the cameras, I'm out there dancing on camera. They were like, is he working or is he dancing? So I just gotta find the time. I might do it this weekend. Might learn it throughout the rest of the week, and this weekend might go ahead and try it. I might try it again. Freaking, because I can dance, I ain't gonna lie. I've been knowing how to dance for a minute now. I just don't. But, and the reason why I don't is not because I don't like to no more. It's because I let myself get heavy. And it's hard to dance when you got a lot of weight on you. You feel me? It messes with your body, it messes with your movement and all that stuff. So it's like, now I gotta get this off me so I get my dancing back. But all right, y'all, we coming up on lap 2. We about to pass our starter point right here. We're about to come on starter lap 2 right now, and we on lap 2. But yeah, I can dance, all that stuff. So I do need to put a little more effort in next time. And maybe not this song, maybe another song come out and I put some effort in another song that comes out, because Chris Brown's a dancer. And listen, if you don't know the steps that well, you ain't finna get it. Tell you like that. It's hard, but I'm definitely gonna try to do the dance. I try to learn it better than I did and put it up. But yeah, I've always been known how to dance. I like dancing, like I always liked dancing. I like You Got Served. When You Got Served came out, You Got Served was a lit one. And then when Step Up came out, Step Up was so lit. I like Step Up, and then Step Up to the Streets is my favorite. That's my favorite dance movie. You Got Served is up there, but Step Up to the Streets, with Moose, bro, dude was he did that, bro. That movie's so raw, especially close to the ending part. It shows what the movie's really about, bro. Like for real, for real. Then you got Step Up 3, then Step Up 4. And then after that, they kind of got away from the dancing and more of gang rivalry, which that's what it was before, but it was mainly like territory. But once they start getting up into the movies, it became like, oh, let me go freaking rob this place and like do this or like that. Let me dance in front of these people so it distracts them. It's like the Fast and the Furious movies. Don't get me wrong, I like all the Fast and the Furious movies, but after Brian passed, it's like Fast and the Furious not the same. It don't feel the same. You know, you got the same cast, but it don't feel the same. Especially after Giselle died too. It just don't feel the same. You know? So it's like dang. And then they bring in all these other people. In my eyes, I think they should have stopped with The Rock. I think they should have stopped with The Rock. Let The Rock do his thing and stop there. And don't add no more people in it. Just go back to racing again. But they didn't. They started asking, you know, Jason Statham's a good person. You know, he's a good actor. John Cena, they added John Cena. All right. And Jason Momoa. But when Jason Momoa came in the picture, it's like he made it a comedy. Before that, it wasn't a comedy. He tried to be funny in it. And I think that was number 10. He tried to be funny in it, and it wasn't like, it's like, bruh, this is not how I see Fast and the Furious. I wish Vin Diesel never got away from the street racing. Even though, if y'all are real Fast and the Furious fans, they really didn't do a lot of racing. If you actually watch, yeah, they did some racing, but they didn't do a lot. Yeah, they had Street Wars in the first one, and in the second one they had the what they had in the second one? Oh, with the big race in the beginning with Ludacris and all that stuff, but it wasn't really a lot of racing, I'll tell you that. It was more like heists. It was more heists than anything. The first one was a heist. You know, they had to steal the stuff off the truck. So the first one was a heist. The second one was taking down that drug lord in Miami, Tyrese and Paul Walker. But yes, they did race in the beginning of Fast and the Furious. They did race in the beginning. Oh, they actually did 2 races in Fast and the Furious. They did the first race when Brian freaking gave up his pink slips to his car, and when they did Race Wars before they went to hijack the trucks. So they did 2 races there, but they were short races besides the first one. And then Too Fast, Too Furious, you know, you see Brian doing side bets and stuff to buy a Skyline, well, to upgrade his Skyline to get to Miami. And they did a race, they did a race in the beginning, and then they did a second race when they raced the dudes for the muscle cars to go do the job they needed to do for the dude. I wouldn't call, well, I guess you could call the race where they were racing on the highway to get to the boat lot, I guess you could call that a race. I wouldn't call it a race, but I guess you could. I wouldn't call it a race though. But so initially they did 2 races in that one, and then you go to Fast and the Furious New cars, original parts. No, hold on, wait. Yes, new cars, original parts. That's when, hold on, wait. So who has the fares? That's when, Brian. That's when Brian went back to go be a cop. That's when Brian went to go back to be a cop, and Letty had joined that one clique, and Dom came back. So you had that one, and they had one race in that, and then you had let's see, Fast and the Furious when, oh no, not that one. The third one is when they introduced the twins to come in, and when I think they was in, where were they at? Colombia? They was somewhere where they had the gas trucks. That one, I don't remember them doing racing in that. And then after that point, the fourth movie is when Letty joined the group. Brian went to be a cop back in LA. And then you got Fast 5, and they didn't do no racing in Fast 5. Only did a heist. 2 heists. Actually, yeah, 2 heists in Fast 5. So no racing in that. And then Tokyo's Drift. No, wait. No. Not Tokyo's Drift, not yet. You have Fast 5. Then you got Fast 6. You got Fast 6. And Fast 6 is when Giselle dies. And then you got Tokyo's Drift. What's up, bro? Good. How y'all doing? It is, bro, but I gotta get this workout in, bro.
You're better than me. You really are.
Have a good one, man.
You too. And then you got Fast 6. And that's the one they on the plane when Giselle dies. And then you got Tokyo's Drift. Right? You got Tokyo's Drift. And that's the one, well, Vin Diesel comes back. They got new cast. Hold on, wait, no. I'm wrong. Hold on, wait, I'm wrong. All right, so Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. Fast and the Furious. And then you got Fast and the Furious, new cars, original parts. And then you got Fast 5, where Han and Giselle is introduced with the Han and Giselle is introduced. And then you got Fast 6, okay, well, Giselle dies. And then you got Tokyo's Drift, where Han supposedly dies. And then you got Fast 7, where Han comes back, and that's the one with Jason Statham. That's the one with Jason Statham, basically explaining how, hold on, wait, no. Han don't come back yet. So you got Tokyo's Drift, and then you got Fast 6. You got Fast 6 when Jason Statham comes in, and then you got Fast 7 where Han comes back. Han comes back in Fast 7, and then you got Fast 8 and Fast 9, Fast 10. So it's really like the racing stopped after Too Fast, Too Furious. Racing really stopped after Too Fast, Too Furious. Then it was more heist. That's what it was. It was more heist than anything. Once Too Fast, Too Furious came out and ended, It was more heist than anything. Besides Tokyo's Drift, because we didn't understand why they put Tokyo's Drift in it until they came out with the other movies, and we put 2 and 2 together and figure out that it's part of the storyline of how Han died. So that makes sense. But from that point, they really got away from the racing aspect after Too Fast, Too Furious. And then they tried to get back to it, but I think it was too far gone with the heist once they tried to get back to it. At that point, they was doing more freaking flying in the air and falling on cars and jumping out of planes and all types of stuff at that point. So it's like, all right. But I like all of them except Fast 10, because when they brought Jason Momoa in, don't get me wrong, Jason Momoa is a good actor, but when they jumped on Jason Momoa in, it's like he didn't take it serious. Like, they made it more a comedic thing about it, and it's like, come on, bro. So, but they got another one coming out, so we'll see how that one is. And I can't wait for the Spider-Man movies to come out. It's gonna be awesome when the Spider-Man movies come. That's gonna be freaking lit. Like Spider-Man 4, but this one will be in a different same timeline, but it'll have different people coming in, because I don't know if y'all remember when the multiverse had opened in No Way Home. When the multiverse opened in No Way Home, all the people, some other people snuck through. So that's gonna be a good movie right there. I can't wait for it. I really can. Y'all, it is so hot out here. It's so hot. And you know what, y'all? With the Spider-Man movies, I like all 3 of the Spider-Mans. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. I like them all, because they all bring a unique style to Spider-Man. You feel me? All right, y'all, before we go on, we're gonna take a small break. Before we start lap 3. We're gonna take a small break before we start lap 3. We're coming up on our starter point right now. We're gonna take a small break. I'll see y'all in 40 seconds. Y'all, here we go. Lap 3. We're on lap 3, y'all. But back to what I was saying about the Spider-Man. I like all 3 Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is obviously gonna be the GOAT. He obviously gonna be the GOAT of the Spider-Mans. Like, for real. Like, he basically, in my eyes, started it off. Even though Sony had it, and you know, they tried to do what they had to do with it, it was still a good movie. You know, had 3 movies back, you know, 3 movies, but they were good. And then when Andrew Garfield took over as Spider-Man, you know, that multiverse was good. So if y'all know, these are 3 multiverses that Spider-Man has been through. So you got the first one with Tobey Maguire, and then the other multiverse with but the thing about it is, yes, The other multiverse with Andrew Garfield, you know, his Harry was different. You feel me? His MJ was different. Well, her name was Gwen Stacy. So that multiverse was different. Basically, that's his MJ. And then the third multiverse is with Tom Holland, you know, and that's in my eyes, that's the real Spider-Man version, because he is an Avenger. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, they not Avengers. They just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Nobody's in that city, nobody lives in that city, all that stuff. So it's literally just them. You feel me? But when they got to the Tom Holland version, that multiverse, you know, they introduced him being an Avenger with Iron Man and, you know, all them people. So in my eyes, that's like the real Spider-Man right there. And I enjoy all three of them, all three Spider-Mans. But I like the way they did the Tom Holland one. Now, they got Spider-Man 4, which I'm excited about because I know that they was considering casting a different Spider-Man for Spider-Man 4, but they stopped it and went back to Tom Holland. And I'm happy that they did that, because there's no way, it's like, bro, there's no way y'all gonna cast a different Spider-Man, bro. You can't put him in the same multiverse as this Spider-Man. You feel me? You can't do it, because this is a person. So you got to bring in new cast, you got to bring in new Harrys, new MJs, all that stuff. So I'm kind of glad that they stuck with Tom Holland in this right here. Excited. So I'm really looking forward to it. But on DC, on the other hand, bro, after Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises, DC failed. I'm sorry. They tried to revamp the Batman series with, you know, the dude from Twilight and Ben Affleck, but it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. And that's what DC gotta stop doing. Like, y'all gotta stop switching actors so much. We can't get accustomed to one character to play that. Like, there would never be another Iron Man. Never be. There'll never be another Iron Man. Why? Because Robert Downey Jr. played that part for so many years that we don't see nobody else playing that part, and nobody else can fill that part. You feel me? So that's that. And the same thing with the Batman. Nobody will be able to top Christian Bale. Yeah, I know they had Batmans before that. You know, George Clooney and what's his name from Top Gun, and you know, whatever the other dude name is. Yeah, they had them from the early Batmans, but when Christian Bale took over, nobody else can stop it. You feel me? Nobody else can top that. Just like they won't never be another Joker. Heath Ledger played that part so well and did so good that we really believed that he was the real Joker. Like, there's a real Joker for real. That's how well he played that part. And don't get me wrong, there was Jokers before him, which was good. Michael Keaton, all them. But no, what's Mike Keaton? I don't think Michael Keaton. It may be. I don't know. Maybe. I could be wrong. But Heath Ledger, nobody will be able to touch it. Nobody. They done brung out all these other Jokers, and it don't sit well. It don't sit well at all. And then the Supermans come out. They done changed so many Supermans. It's freaking ridiculous. Like, it's freaking wild how many Supermans they went through. But we started getting accustomed to the Superman before they had the new movie that just came out. He was good. He did his thing. He was a really good Superman. You know, he played the part well. He was in Batman vs Superman. Then he was in the Batman vs Superman extended version and all that stuff. So it's set well. But now they cast another Superman. Bruh, DC, y'all gotta get it right, bruh. Y'all gotta stop casting all these people. Like, we can't get accustomed to one person that we know can fit that part. All right, y'all, we coming up on about to start lap 4. We almost there. We almost, and here we go, lap 4. It's like they gotta stop. And the whole Flash thing, I think they messed that totally up. They should have had the Flash from the TV show play Flash in the movies. He did such a good job in the TV show that they should have brought him to the movies and kept it going. They should have brought that whole cast to the movies, because they did freaking excellent. But DC wanted to cast different people. The movies don't do as well in the box office. Nobody's really messing with it. It's like, you could have got Christian Bale. Batman vs Superman should have been the highlight of the DC comics coming to life, so they can start bringing everybody in, like Green Lantern and Wonder Woman, to start forming the Justice League, like for real. But no, y'all bringing Ben Affleck in my eyes, and I think Ben Affleck is a great actor, bro. But Ben Affleck in my eyes is a good actor for like mob bosses and, you know, stuff like that. Anything like that, anything that's not superhero, Ben Affleck is good for, in my eyes. I could be wrong, you know, but that's just my opinion. So how I see it, they should have got Christian Bale, offer him another contract to try to get him back to start off the freaking Batman series, and not make Batman the freaking Iron Man, because literally Batman was a freaking Iron Man, which, you know, is cool, but I see if they put somebody else in that suit, it would have been good. But hey, who am I? I'm not the director. I'm not the company to make the movies. I'm just a watcher for the superhero movies, and I'm a big superhero fan. But that's how I would have did it. And then you cast all these other Batmans. It's like, bro, what the heck? Then you change Supermans. It's like, how many Supermans are you gonna change? Now, if this Superman don't do well, DC gonna bring out another Superman with a whole different other character. It's gonna be like, DC, come on. You have to stop. So, I don't know. Hopefully DC get their stuff together, so I guess they can start coming out with a new Green Lantern, and, you know, just, I don't want to call her Giselle, I'm calling her Giselle, that plays Wonder Woman. She's a good character for Wonder Woman, so hopefully they don't change that. Jason Momoa is a good actor for Aquaman, you know. So they keep that. They gotta change the Flash because he's not Barry Allen. Cyborg is straight. He's good. Then they're gonna have to bring a Robin in, because Robin is in the Justice League. So DC got a lot of work ahead of them, bro. Like, they got a lot of work ahead of them. And if they keep switching characters and starting the series over and over and over again, it's like, bro, y'all not gonna ever get to another movie. At this point, DC should have had the whole thing set up with the Justice League, just like how Marvel finally got the Avengers together. And they done did all these movies and done came to the end. Now they get ready to jump to the second multiverse. And DC is still trying to find who they want to be Superman and Batman. It's like, come on, bro. Y'all could do better than that. So, but Marvel's doing it. But I will say this, DC made better TV shows than Marvel. Marvel made better movies than DC. And that's a proven fact. All the Marvel movies, TV shows, don't do well. You know, they don't do as well. But DC TV shows do excellent. But Marvel movies does excellent, and DC movies don't do as well. So I guess you got your thing with that, you know. But I would love to see DC bring the Justice League together, just like how they did it in the cartoons. I would love to see that. But they're gonna have to scratch the whole DC and start from scratch with Batman, and then start from scratch with Superman, and have them two first. Batman do about 3 movies, Superman do about 3 movies, until, you know, they finally just meet each other, because Batman's in Gotham, Superman's in Metropolis. So it's like, how would they meet each other? Superman flies to Gotham because he heard somebody screaming, you know, something like that. That's how I see it. And then they bring in Batman versus Superman. And then after that point, they introduce Wonder Woman again. Let her have a brand new movie. And then after Wonder Woman, they bring in Cyborg. Let Cyborg have his own movie. And then after Cyborg have his own movie, you let Flash have his own movie, you know. And then you do the end credits introducing each superhero. So you know, next time, you know that superhero's coming. Just like how Marvel do it. Marvel introduced a lot of people at the end credits of different movies. And I guess that's why they got such a big success rate. How you doing? Good, good. So it makes sense, you feel me? All right, y'all. We come up at end number 4 at the end. And 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Number 12 in the books, y'all. Number 12 in the books. I'll see y'all on workout day 13. Peace.
Save myself.